Between land and sea lies a living fortress, the mangrove. Neither forest nor ocean, it is both. A realm where roots breathe air, fish walk, and trees tame the tides. This is the mangrove, Earth's coastal guardian. In the liminal space where land and sea embrace, a unique architect is at work. Here, we see the stilt roots of the red mangrove, encrusted with life and glistening with the salt of the ocean. These are not mere branches dipping into the water. They are the foundational pillars of a vibrant, thriving world. Each arching root is a testament to adaptation, a living structure designed to withstand the constant push and pull of the tides. They anchor the tree in the soft, unstable mud, providing a steadfast grip against the forces of nature. This intricate network forms a living labyrinth, a sanctuary where the sea's smallest inhabitants can find refuge from the open water's perils. Twice a day, the ocean breathes, and the mangroves breathe with it. As the tide rises, it brings with it nutrients and marine life, submerging the lower reaches of the forest in a life-giving bath. Then, as it recedes, it reveals the complex underworld of the root system, a muddy stage for the creatures that thrive in both worlds. This rhythmic flooding and exposure dictates the pace of life here, a constant cycle of renewal and opportunity. It is a dance of survival and dependence, where every organism is perfectly attuned to the ebb and flow of the coastal pulse. These tangled roots are more than shelter, they are engineering marvels. For countless species, this is a nursery, a fortress, and a hunting ground. Fiddler crabs patrol the mudflats, their oversized claws a vibrant declaration of territory. Mudskippers, amphibious fish that can breathe through their skin, skip and crawl across the exposed roots. Below the surface, the submerged roots provide a critical haven for juvenile fish, protecting them from larger predators until they are ready to venture into the open ocean. This complex structure is a city of life, bustling with activity from the mud floor to the water's surface. Facing the open sea, the mangrove stands firm against storms, buffering the coastlines from destruction. Its dense, interlocking root system acts as a natural breakwater, dissipating the immense energy of waves before they can reach the shore. During powerful storms and even tsunamis, these forests can significantly reduce wave height and velocity, protecting coastal communities and preventing catastrophic erosion. They are the silent, steadfast guardians of the coast, a living shield built not of concrete and steel, but of wood, leaf, and resilience. Each root filters the sea, each branch reaches for sunlight. As water flows through the dense root network, it slows down, allowing sediments, pollutants, and excess nutrients to settle out. This natural filtration process purifies the water, improving its clarity and quality. The benefits extend far beyond the forest itself, protecting sensitive neighboring ecosystems like seagrass beds and coral reefs, which depend on clear, clean water to survive. The mangroves are the kidneys of the coast, tirelessly cleansing the water that sustains so much life. From the mud to the canopy, these elements work in concert, together creating one of the most productive ecosystems on Earth. The fallen leaves and branches fuel a rich food web, supporting a staggering diversity of life. Wading birds stalk their prey in the shallows, monkeys and reptiles inhabit the canopy, and the waters teem with fish and crustaceans. This is a world built on connection and interdependence, a powerful reminder that the greatest strength is found not in isolation, but in community. Here, life thrives in every crevice. The mangrove's underwater maze provides a nursery for fish, a fortress for the young, and a hunting ground for the patient. From mud to canopy, a web of life pulses with every tide. In times of storm, these forests stand as shields. Their roots break the waves, their soil traps the sea. For nearby communities, mangroves mean survival, food, protection, and stability. They are not just trees, they are lifelines. As the tide ebbs, the skies awaken. From the Arctic tundra to tropical shores, migratory birds return to this refuge. Here, they feed, breed, and rest before the next long journey. To them, the mangrove is a sanctuary of life. When the sun sets, another world awakens. Under the moonlit tides, bioluminescent life sparkles, a living constellation beneath the surface. Here, the mangrove reveals its secrets in whispers of light and shadow. Yet, this living world, this intricate coastal sanctuary we have just explored, is under siege. The very foundations of this vital ecosystem, which has thrived for millennia, are now crumbling under the immense weight of human activity. The silent, steady pulse of the tides now carries with it a story of profound loss and escalating threats. What was once a resilient, self-sustaining fortress of nature is now a fragile frontier, battling for its very existence against a relentless tide of change. The deep, resonant silence of the forest is being replaced by the sounds of destruction, a lament for a world that is rapidly disappearing before our eyes. The scale of this devastation is staggering, almost incomprehensible. In the span of a single human lifetime, we have witnessed the obliteration of half of the world's mangroves. Imagine, for every 2 of these vital coastal forests that stood just a few decades ago, one has vanished completely. This isn't a slow, natural decline. It is a catastrophic collapse, an ecological amputation on a global scale. Entire coastlines, once draped in the vibrant green of mangrove canopies, now lie bare and exposed, scarred by the stumps of fallen trees, tombstones in a watery graveyard. The reasons for this widespread destruction are as varied as they are devastating. Vast swathes of these ancient forests have been cleared, bulldozed, and burned to make way for the insatiable demands of modern development. They are raised for commercial shrimp farms, their complex root systems replaced by sterile geometric ponds that promise short-term profit at the cost of long-term ecological stability. They are sacrificed for sprawling coastal cities, buried under concrete and asphalt as urban expansion marches relentlessly towards the sea. For the mangroves that remain, Survival is a constant struggle. They are poisoned by the toxic runoff from agricultural lands and industrial sites, a chemical cocktail that sickens the trees and contaminates the entire food web. They are choked by plastic pollution and suffocated by the sheer volume of human neglect. This isn't a battle fought on a distant front. It is a crisis unfolding in our own backyards, a direct consequence of our choices and our inaction. The very water that gives them life now delivers a daily dose of poison. But even in the face of such overwhelming loss, hope endures. It persists not as a distant dream, but as a tangible, powerful force for change. It is found in the quiet determination of local communities, in the tireless efforts of scientists and conservationists who refuse to stand by and watch these worlds disappear. Hope lives in every replanting hand that pushes a propagule into the nurturing mud, a simple act of defiance against despair. It blossoms with every tender sapling that takes root, a small but profound promise of a forest reborn. This is where the tide begins to turn, not with grand pronouncements, but with muddy hands and a shared commitment to heal what has been broken. Each new tree is a testament to resilience, a vote for the future, and a vital step in restoring the life-giving embrace of the mangrove forest for generations to come. The mangrove teaches resilience. Born from salt and tide, it endures, adapts, and restores. Life here is not a struggle, it's a symphony of balance. As long as we protect it, the mangrove will protect us. As the sun casts its first golden rays, a quiet alchemy begins. Here, at the edge of the world, where land and sea embrace, a timeless rhythm dictates the flow of existence. It is a dance choreographed by celestial forces, a story written in water and light. Between the inexorable pull of the tides, governed by a distant moon, and the gentle whispering breath of the wind that rustles through the canopy, a unique and resilient world thrives. This is the mangrove's domain, a kingdom built on the very threshold of change, a testament to the enduring power of adaptation. Each day unfolds in a cycle of immersion and exposure, a constant negotiation between two powerful elements. The air itself feels different here, heavy with salt, rich with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, the very perfume of life's perpetual renewal. It's a world that demands patience from any observer, rewarding it with glimpses into a deeply interconnected web of survival. In this liminal space, life continues, ancient, steadfast, and profoundly intertwined. The gnarled roots, like the sinews of the earth itself, anchor this ecosystem against the ceaseless motion of the ocean. They are more than just wood and fiber. They are architects of stability, creators of sanctuary. Below the surface, a hidden metropolis bustles with activity. The slow-moving currents carry nutrients, the lifeblood of this aquatic realm, weaving through the intricate lattice of prop roots. This submerged forest is a nursery, a haven for countless juvenile species of fish, crabs, and shrimp who find shelter from the open sea's predators. Every root, every submerged branch, is a universe unto itself, colonized by algae, barnacles, and oysters. This complex three-dimensional structure is the foundation upon which an entire food web is built, a chain of dependency where the survival of one is linked to the health of all. From this foundation of interconnectedness, the mangrove stands, a silent guardian of coasts, a verdant cradle of life. Its dense network of roots and trunks acts as a natural breakwater, dissipating the energy of storm surges and calming the waves that batter the shoreline. It holds the land together, preventing erosion and patiently building new ground from the sediment it traps. This selfless act of protection extends far beyond the immediate coastline, safeguarding inland communities and ecosystems. Above the waterline, its canopy is a riot of green, a bustling avian city. Herons, egrets and kingfishers find roosts and nesting sites among its branches, their calls echoing through the tranquil air. The mangrove is both a fortress and a nursery, a provider and a protector. As dusk settles and paints the sky in hues of fire and violet, the forest seems to hold its breath, awaiting the turn of the tide. The cycle is eternal, a promise whispered on every incoming wave. The tide will rise again, and with it, the mangrove will live on, its roots deep in the mud, its crown reaching for the sky, forever bridging the worlds of ocean and earth.